Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Rhiannon Edwards, a young adult, new adult fantasy romance author, and in case you haven't figured, I am back, hopefully. So just before we start getting into today's video, I just wanted to say that my life is very busy at the moment and there's a lot of priorities that are competing for each other, so my aim is to have a video out every other week. But please bear in mind that sometimes there may be 2 weeks in a row where there's a video, or a week where I have to miss a video because of children, childcare, whatever. So if that does happen, I'll be posting that on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, go over there now so that you can keep up to date with all of the YouTube news. Video is probably going to be an embarrassing rundown of my 2022 income and expenditure, and I have to remember to say expenditure because I always just say expenditure and that's not really a word. I want to preface this by saying my income and expenditure is just that. And there are people out there who earn a lot more and who have a lot more sales and just have more than what I'm about to share with you now. And there's also going to be people that are looking at this thinking, oh, I wish I could have that. What I'm saying is, just because you think, oh, I'm not successful as this person, that person, or heavens forbid for me, just think, what have I got going on in my life that means it actually was a success for me? So I'm trying really hard not to compare myself to others. So now that I've rambled on for a little bit, shall we get into the nuts and bolts of this video, which is my income and expenditure for 2022. So I have actually got not a PowerPoint, goodness me. That would be weird. I have actually got my Excel spreadsheet right up here. So a little bit different because I have signed up to become a sole trader. That means that the tax year is like April to April. I'm in the UK. I've just started reformatting a new Excel spreadsheet that goes from April 22 to April 23 because that's the first year, that's the first tax year that I'll have to be submitting. Now, I will just say this, I only became a sole trader because I was then entitled for the extra hours for my children at nursery. I'm not actually meeting the minimum standard yet, but the first year that you start your own business or become self-employed, you don't have to meet those financial minimums. So that's why a lot of people sign up to be a sole trader before they actually have to. So financially, you have to have made £1,000 before you become a sole trader, before you have to sign up, that is. And I believe that's just what you make. I don't believe that's profit. So that could be interesting. But anyway, I digress. That's a whole nother issue that I'll talk about at another time because it is a big key factor in publishing and becoming sort of your own self-employed author person. Don't know what to call that, but anyway, so I had to go back and sort of merge two spreadsheets together to be for just 2022. Now, another tip that I picked up from Sarah Cannon is that she only counts income when it comes into her bank. And that I actually totally agree with because, I mean, even things on Amazon, like now I'm actually in Kindle Unlimited. What's the word? It's the expected royalties because it all depends on a lot of other factors. And you also hopefully won't get any refunds, but you might get refunds, things like that. So she only counts it when it goes into her account. So that's what I've been doing. But a lot of these places like pay like 60 days ahead. So really, I'm going to tell you the income for 2022. So January 22 to December 22, but it's actually more like October 21 to October 22, if that makes sense, because that's when the income hit my account from the sales or the page reads of October 21 to October 22. Hope I've made sense there. So last year I made a grand total of £117.12. I was actually really proud of that because it was a mega increase from the year before when I only made like literally like 20 quid. Now again, these are my numbers. I know some of you thinking they're going, oh my god, that's a low number. This year's income is £511.68. Now, I am not a mathy person and I'm not an Excel-y person, so I got my husband to work out a percentage for me. And I don't know how I did that, so I can't tell you. But apparently that was a percentage increase of 337%. That's a nice increase, I'll take that. But the expenditure is a completely different ball game. This year, when I wanted to rebrand, I was thinking, I have to go big or go home. So that's what I did. So my expenditure is a lot more of the dollar signs this year. But that includes things like I had my website domain come up and the hosting, and I feel like that was quite important, so that was a little bit of a chunk of money. And then obviously I rebranded. I also went to the self-publishing show, which cost a lot of money, the ticket and the accommodation, and then obviously the train there and back and all the food and stuff. And I also bought my ISBNs, which was probably the single biggest chunk of money, because that's like nearly, what was it, nearly 400 quid for 100 of those. Hopefully won't be running out of them anytime soon. So I will stop rambling and tell you my expenditure for the year, which is, I'm going to read it off, which is £2,051.06. Which obviously puts me in a bigger deficit than it did last year, despite the fact that I earned more, but I had mega big costs outlays this year that I hopefully won't have again in subsequent years for a few years. So, well, I at least won't be paying for ISBNs for a while. Yeah, overall, I have made more money, which I am really pleased about, but I've also spent a lot more money, but I'm hoping next year I won't be spending as much, or if I do, it's because I'm earning more and I'm able to put it back into spending. Let me know down below what you thought. Let's have a discussion about this. You know, you don't have to share anything you feel uncomfortable with. I'm very happy to share and I'm very open to share this journey and what this actually looks like behind the scenes for the vast majority of authors. And it would just be nice to chat with more of you down below. So thank you for coming back to listen to me. I know I've been gone for a long time. I'll stop rambling. Just thank you very much. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's hope 2023 is a successful year for us all, no matter what that success actually looks like. I hope you achieve your goals. So until next time, I'll see you then. Bye guys.